at Appendix A, page 2, 10.23A4, which talks about excluding 16% of the floor area on a one-family dwelling or a one-family dwelling with a secondary suite. And then I'm looking at the yellow memo where I see approximately 4% of the building area for a single passive and less the bonus density for character retention at 6%. I think because we're banding these various numbers around, it really would have been helpful to chart it out to make it a little bit easier to understand. But I'm still struggling with it. I don't know if you totally got it there, Councillor Carr. Could you lay it out for us again? What's going on here?
Sure, absolutely. When you build a high-performance house, you take up more space for insulation and for equipment. What we used to do over the last couple of years is a homeowner or the builder on behalf of that homeowner would have to fill out a whole bunch of checklists and actually calculate the amount of space that was being lost to building these high-performance homes. They would submit that to staff. Staff would then do a detailed review and then say, yes, we will give you 11%, 12%, 13%, depending on that calculation. We realize after 2 years of this that that's kind of a redundant calculation. It's really consistently 12%. So we're just saying we're going to give you 12% right out of the box to deal with the additional space you need to meet these requirements. On top of that 12%, we're now giving the homeowners an additional 4% as an incentive because they're taking a bit of a risk. They're building a type of house that is relatively new to the market. They're putting in new products, different windows, different equipment in that house. And so it's a bit of an incentive to try to encourage people to do it so the marketplace and the builders themselves can learn about this. So the 12% is fixed based on the building itself, and the 4% is the actual incentive.
Okay, but still hard to align the yellow memo with the main report. The question, here's another question about single-family houses. Talked about single-family houses with secondary suites. Would this also apply to duplexes?
This would apply to duplexes, I'm checking, yes.
And we're talking about character houses and heritage in the same breath, but of course they're two distinctly different things. Heritage having expressed merit and character being just generally described as pre-1940. Don't we have a process already where we evaluate those pre-1940 houses to determine whether they're worth saving?
I actually don't know that much about the character house retention program, so I might have to defer that question to
Hugh McLean, Planning, Urban Design and Sustainability. Yes, there is a formal review process where we look at character buildings. Development planners, not heritage planners, but they go through a process where they have a checklist and they look at a number of components, things like porches, roofing, massing, integrity, all those things are taken into consideration as to whether it's a character building or not.
Indeed. So there would, when someone was determining whether they wanted to develop a passive house, it would make a difference whether it was heritage or whether it was character, and whether it was worth preserving in the character category.
Yes, I mean, the same outcome would be expected in terms of a character building, in terms of the exterior treatment. It would the passive treatments, as I understand them, would be interior components. They wouldn't affect how it looked on the exterior.
Thank you very much. I think that answers my questions for now. Thank you.